I'm Jackie, and I've been coming to Christina for Shiatsu for about 6 years now, and that's made a huge difference to my life. It's just been very supportive, very transformative. Her Shiatsu, she has a unique touch that comes because she works from the heart, and it just is inspirational, really, very powerful, nurturing and very beautiful. The differences I've seen are obviously generally in my physical well-being, as I have problems around my neck area, and that's improved enormously. Also in just the development, the opening up to spiritual realms, really, and the healing of emotional traumas, really, and emotional issues. Very strong in that area, and just gives me an ease in myself that I didn't know I would find anywhere else.
I first did a bit of dabbling in Shiatsu in 1984, so quite a long time ago now. Didn't really do anything more with it other than practiced on my children and a few friends. I began a degree in psychology with the Open University. In my second year, I went to summer school, and because I'm hearing impaired myself, I was given some special equipment to help me manage the lectures. And at the end of the first lecture, there was a guy there who was also hearing impaired, but more so than me, and he'd hardly heard anything. The equipment wasn't working for either of us, and he had a really bad headache because he'd had to focus so hard on lip reading, and so I said to him, well, I'll do a little bit of work on your head and shoulders if you would like me to see if I can ease it for you. And his headache went, and I said to him, if you want to meet me in the bar every night after the classes have finished, then I'll do this and get you through the week, because he was on the point of going home. So that was what we did, and by the third evening there was a queue of people snaking around all the tables and chairs in the bar, waiting to have their 5 minutes on their head and shoulders. They were paying me and making me friendship bands and buying me drinks and so on, and I realised that I'd found what I really wanted to do, and it was just life-changing. I began my training. It's a 3-year training, so it's very in-depth, the training for Shiatsu. I did that at the Devon School of Shiatsu, and then I went on to take the further qualification of MRSS, which makes me a registered member of the Shiatsu Society. And I've never looked back, really. I've always had a busy practice. I've been very blessed, and I really love my work. I also feel it's really lovely that my hearing impairment, I've been hearing impaired since I was 6 as a result of measles, and I just think it's great, really, that it was that brought me to Shiatsu. So I do feel that in the end everything can be seen as a blessing, and I do very much try and bring that perspective to my work and to my daily life. So, what is Shiatsu? Well, it's a wonderful form of healing that is generally done on the body, on the floor. It's always done with the client fully clothed, and there are different positions that can be worked in: sitting position, side position, lying on one's front or lying on one's back. You can also do it sitting in a chair, so it makes it very accessible to all ages of people. I've worked on tiny babies because I have actually given Shiatsu as pain relief to 5 mothers during their labours, and I've been present at the births of those children, which has been an absolute privilege. And I think that one of my clients has written on my leaflet that it is truly unbeatable as a form of natural pain relief.
I'm Jonathan Hewitt. I first had a Shiatsu from Christina, it must be about 8 years ago now, and it really was a fantastic experience. I've tried other therapists and other Shiatsu practitioners, but I felt her quality of touch and the way in which she made me feel very safe in the environment that she worked in, because it's a very special environment that she sets up. I found it was extremely unique, and I remember at the end of the session feeling that she was still carrying on with the Shiatsu, whereas she had actually, you know, left me to be and to come round and so on, and just feeling that the touch was still there, and almost feeling like I was floating. It was a very strange experience. I just felt so light and so relaxed. It just felt like I was kind of floating. But also on a very practical level, it really did help. I had a lot of problems at the time with my elbows, and I went to an acupuncturist and a deep tissue masseur and so on, and it just didn't actually shift the problem with the elbow until I came to Christina. So I thoroughly recommend it. It's nice that it actually stretches the body as well as working on the points. It's far less, I found it far less invasive than something like acupuncture, which is directly on the body using the points, whereas Shiatsu manipulated and massaged, and it's very nice to experience.
So Shiatsu works on the same meridian system and pressure point system as acupuncture, which more people are familiar with. Shiatsu is still not very well known. And it works by accessing the deep, subtle energy that runs beneath the skin and rises up nearer to the surface at the pressure points. So the practitioner contacts that energy by working on the pressure points and removing the blockages which contribute to a general sense of unwellness and ill health, both physically and mentally. And it just leaves the person feeling just so much better.